Welcome to the story of Middle East Airlines, the flag carrier of Lebanon and a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. Our story begins in Lebanon, 1945. Fawzi El Haas and Sayeb Salam, aided by BOAC, transformed a small fleet of 3 de Havilland Dragon Rapide and 2 Douglas DC-3s into what would eventually become Middle East Airlines, and this attracted the attention of major aviation firms, of which Pan American Airways acquired a stake in 1949, which it later sold to BOAC in 1955. Initially equipped with piston and turboprop aircraft, the airline expanded with additions like the Vickers Viscount and Avro York. In 1960, it achieved a milestone with its first jet airliner, the de Havilland Comet 4C, one of 4 in its fleet. Until 1963, Middle East Airlines featured a red cheat line livery with Middle East Airlines in crimson English and Arabic fonts. Utilizing Lebanon's national cedar tree symbol, they embraced a minimalist vector design influenced by Bauhaus styles. In 1963, Middle East Airlines merged with Air Liban, a small regional carrier established in the 1950s, and the company name was extended to Middle East Airlines, Air Liban. Following the Air Liban acquisition, the airline acquired Lebanese International Airways. This opened up the regional carrier to intercontinental destinations in Asia, Middle East, Africa, and Europe. Following this rapid growth, MEA introduced Sud Caravels, Boeing 720B, Boeing 707-320Cs, and a Vickers VC-10 to its fleet. Despite positive growth in the early 1960s, Middle East Airlines faced setbacks during the Arab-Israeli War of 1967. Apart from service disruptions, it also lost over 2/3 of its fleet during Operation Gift, a raid on Beirut International Airport in 1968 by Israeli commandos. Operations resumed in 1969 after MEA acquired a Convair 990 from American Airlines, but this period was just the start of the long period of trouble for the airline. During the 1970s, the airline, though affected by the loss of several key aircraft, suffered regular disruptions due to several hijacking incidents and regular attacks targeted on parked aircraft. Nevertheless, the airline acquired 2 Boeing 747s to its fleet, opening up the option to fly to routes in Northern Europe and New York. These 747s, however, would serve much more than their initial purpose, as they were adopted as impromptu tankers to ferry fuel from Cyprus to the rest of the fleet when fuel supply lines were disrupted during the ongoing Lebanese civil war. Although regular operations faced massive disruptions, brave pilots and crew remained resilient and continued to fly on domestic and regional routes to connect a now divided country. But this came at a very high cost, with the most significant being the loss of a Boeing 720B, with the loss of 66 passengers when a Dubai-bound flight became the target of a terrorist bombing. Similarly, many attempted hijackings and false bomb threats also affected operations. And once all air travel was restricted, the airline adopted a strategy to lease out their aircraft and crews to other airlines. But this did very little to stabilize the massive losses the airline experienced until the end of the Civil War in 1990. During the Civil War period, a total of 12 Boeing 720 aircraft and 3 707s were destroyed, and 40 MEA employees had also lost their lives. With the end of the Civil War, the Lebanese economy, as well as its flag carrier, hoped for a quick recovery and introduced new aircraft to its fleet. The logo was also redesigned to include the MEA abbreviation in red, green, and blue, and silhouette of a cedar tree in green. This livery was applied on all aircraft, including the latest additions to the fleet, which included Airbus A300, A310, A320, A321, and A330-200s. In the closing years of the 2010s, MEA Airlines boldly embraced growth and received membership in the SkyTeam Alliance. The airline also introduced Embraer 500 business jets to elevate its premium charter service and explored options for future acquisitions for A321XLR and the state-of-the-art Airbus A330-900 aircraft. Despite grappling with the economic and political challenges that Lebanon faced in recent years, MEA Airlines stood resilient, a testament to perseverance in the face of adversity. Like the iconic cedar tree symbolizing the nation's resilience, the airline remained unwavering, a beacon of pride soaring through turbulent skies.